What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? It is MB the Life Coach, your absolute favorite mental health and success coach, and you already know why we here. We have yet again another Black Business Highlight. Today's Black Business Highlight is someone extremely special. The thing that's very interesting about their business is it's something that they started after their mom passed away. So our guest of the day just got here. So I'm gonna invite her. Jesus Christ, where are my words? I just sent her an invite, and we're gonna get this interview popping. Let's see. Meanwhile, in between, while if you don't already have the app, definitely make sure you download it. And here we are. Hello, lovely.
Oh,
How are you?
hello. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
That is phenomenal. So I'm where are my words today? I'm gonna get ready to send this out and invite a few people in. Meanwhile, I do want to give you a chance to introduce yourself and let the people know a little bit about who you are and what you do.
All right. Well, my name is Tessia. I go by T. I own a female Black business, food business called Marsha.meals. Just getting everything started. Still trying to build my clientele. My ultimate goal is to get a food truck and just run my own business.
Okay, and where are you located out of?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, we got Atlanta in the building. And let's talk a little bit about what inspired you to go into the food industry.
So cooking has always been a passion for me, especially recently. Me and my mom used to cook all the time. She also loved cooking, and she always talked about opening a business. So she passed recently due to cancer. I was like, well, she's not here to do it. I know she's looking down on me, so I'm gonna do it for her. So I'm really doing it through her, but as well as for me.
That's dope. And do you have like a specific type of menu, a specific type of food that you like that you like to prepare? Like walk us through
My
the
favorite meal to cook would definitely be Rasta Pasta. Um,
Okay.
It's something that it's most of the food I cook is Caribbean themed. My family is originally from Jamaica, so most of the food I cook is definitely stem from Jamaica and the Caribbean and you know that stuff.
Love that. I'm a big fan of oxtails with some rice and peas.
Exactly.
On the side.
Yes, ma'am.
Love that. Okay, so you mentioned, wanting to have your food truck. Is that within your 3 to 5 year plan, or is that in your 1 to 3 year plan?
Definitely 1 to 3. I'm hoping to get it by next year. Um, so definitely within the next year or so, within the next 6 months to a year.
Okay. And then your ultimate goal with this, if you could envision wherever you are, like as big as you want to be in the next 3 to 5 years, where would that be?
The next Chick-fil-A. I
We
want to hear Marsha meals and be like, yeah, that food is good. That's where I'm going to. I'm also doing catering. That's where I wanna, that's what I want to eat today. That's where I wanna, I want to be the next big franchise.
and you will. We're
Mhm.
gonna get into
Thank
this. You will. So I know you said your family is originally from Jamaica. Where are you from? Where have you, kind of just to kind of get a sense of, who you
you.
are.
Yeah. So I was originally born in the U.S. Virgin Islands, a small island called St. Thomas, but I grew up in the Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands, a small island called Tortola. So I lived there all my life. I just recently moved to America within the last 6 years.
Wow.
So really, most of my background is really from Tortola because I lived there from a young.
That is crazy. So what do you like most about being here, the opportunity to expand? Like, let's talk a little bit about your personal experience.
So I would say it's definitely easier to get things started and get things accomplished over here. I always say where I'm from is more of a vacation island. You can't really get things, you can, but it's definitely way harder. It's definitely easier here in America. So I like the opportunities that I've been given, just to start my own business. Some of the challenges I've been going through is building clientele, which is understandable. Um,
Mhm.
young, I'm fresh, new to the scene. So building clientele would probably be one of my most challenges right now.
Absolutely. And then as it pertains to like who you are and who you want to evolve into, we talked about, kind of where you're from and, how you got here and, your experience as an entrepreneur. But what has entrepreneurship done for you in terms of your development as a woman?
So I really like that question. So I feel this, so like I mentioned before, building my own business was something that my mom always did. And I used to look at my mom as a very independent woman. Of course, looking up to her, it would be something that I would want to be. Um, and I just feel like if you have the opportunity to better yourself, go ahead and take it. If you have the opportunity to do something great in life, go ahead and take it. And I feel like this is something that I can do great in life. I love cooking. Um, they always ask the question, if you would do something for free for the rest of your life, that's your dream job. And this is something that I would definitely do for free, because I just enjoy being in the kitchen. And I want to take something that I like and put it together and, just make money off of it as well.
Absolutely. So just entrepreneurship aside, right? We've all had, different experiences as a Black woman, right? Regardless to where you're from, it's a little bit different. It's
Right.
the chocolate girls, right?
Exactly.
Let's talk about some of the personal hurdles that you've had to overcome internally as it pertained to, just growing. So I would say, like for me, one of the things I had to overcome is being able to communicate what's in my mind and being able to say it out loud confidently. Growing up, I didn't really feel like I had much of a voice. And being able to transition into a space where not only I get to share what I think, but I get to make ideas tangible and I get to talk to other people about how they made their ideas tangible. So essentially, it's my way of giving back, of showing people that it's okay for you to share yourself with the world. And every day that I do this, I grow more and more confidently when it comes to being able to speak to people because for the longest I didn't have to.
Right.
So what would you say are some of the growing pains or growing opportunities that you've experienced so far?
Definitely being confident and being more, believing in myself more. As a youngin, many opportunities weren't given to me. So just to be bold and come out, this is something that if my mom didn't pass, I probably would never, it probably would just be at the back of my head. But due to her passing, and this is something that she always wanted to talk about, I felt like it kind of gave me that push because I always consider myself as a shy person. And us, there's not many opportunities given to us as
Mm-hmm.
compared to, other races and stuff. So I kind of just stay in my shell. But I would definitely say being more confident and more open to big decisions and new beginnings.
Absolutely. I love that you mentioned that there's not a lot of opportunities given to us because that's part of the reason why we started B.A.M.
Right.
To be that ultimate resource center. We're, yes, we started with the Black Business Directory, but growing to be able to partner with other companies and, pillars in the community to be able to build a resource center and a shelter. Essentially, this is going to be the safe haven for Black people
Yeah.
and privileged communities. So I love that you mentioned that part because unfortunately, still being Black in America, especially being darker skinned in
Yeah.
America,
Yeah.
plays a big role in the way that you present to people,
Yeah.
the way that people handle you. And I literally just had that same conversation earlier. It's very difficult to kind of have that confidence when you're often stepped on, looked over, you know,
Yep. Yep.
and told that you're not good enough. And so what we often have to do, just as Black people, period, is we have to overachieve just to be considered average.
Yep. Yep.
And it's unfortunate and it's not fair. Um, and I think that that's one of the other biggest things that I had to recognize is that regardless to how well you do, you'll always get points took off.
Oh, it looked. Yeah. Yeah.
So I love that you are stepping into the confidence of, hey, I am who I am. It is what it is. I'm gonna show up as that. Part of the part of the reason for me asking that question is because I can tell you're a little nervous, a little shy, and that's normal for the people that we get to interview. But I do want to remind you that you are extremely beautiful. You have a story to tell. You have value, and being able to share that piece of yourself from the kitchen to, you know, someone else's consumption, but also be confident in your story. Like your story, your abilities, your capabilities is going to be the reason why someone else is able to say yes. Just them being able to witness you say yes to your purpose and your passion.
Thank you.
You are so very welcome. So we're going to transition over to a couple of fun questions.
Okay.
Exactly. Be you. You're doing great. See,
is it that obvious?
they're showing up for you, but and that's part of the reason why we do what we do here is because one day you're gonna have to go out there to the world and talk about who you are, you know, what you started, and tell your story. And if you're not speaking confidently to your purpose and your passion and who you are, they're not gonna listen.
Right.
So you're doing a good job, mamas. Keep going. Okay. So if we had to, like, literally could snap our fingers and build the ideal and perfect lifestyle for you, like wherever you want to live, whatever you want to have, what would it be? And go.
Wow. Let's see. The perfect lifestyle. Probably a couple years well in my business, you know, where I've made it to the top. I've built my clientele and, you know, I'm doing what I do best. And just honestly, just being happy, having people around me that, you know, are true friends, true families, people that I can trust. Just having a good environment around me, and obviously a nice roof over my head, and, you know, a nice car, you know, all the simple things. Just being happy, honestly. Being happy.
That is a very fair answer. And if we had to do, you know, just looking at that design, what are some of the resources that you feel you would need to get there?
Definitely hard work. Nothing comes easy. Definitely putting in time, money, all that time. Probably a lot of hard work.
But as far as external resources, like if someone could give you a resource, a piece of whatever it was that you needed, what would it be?
Let's see. A piece of resource. Give me an example.
Okay, cool. So for B.A.M, for example, funding, right? If someone say, hey, boom, here you go. You got all of this. Get the people that you need to put in place, establish the programs, just run with it. That would be one of the resources that I needed. For some people, it's like money's not the option. I need, you know, the team to do it, or the resources to kind of be able to build. So that was part of the reason for us asking that question.
So my answer to that would probably be the food truck, because right now, you know, I'm just saving just to get it. Like I want to get it between the next 6 months to a year. So the ultimate answer would probably be the food truck.
Classy Business CEO said true foundational support. I think that is really the most important. So one of the things that I do, I will leisurely watch YouTube, but I guess I switched my content that I consume.
Yeah.
So while I'm working, I listen to different entrepreneurial videos, you know, as they just talk about business in general. And one of the greatest comments that I heard is that timing and resources are really most of the reasons why businesses fail. Not because resources aren't necessarily available, but because we don't network and reach out to our network to have the resources that we need. It's not that we don't have them. Most of the time, you know somebody that could be the answer to your situation. And what do? I'm gonna figure it out myself. We
Exactly.
have
Right.
such a get it out the mud mentality, and we are in a space where collaborative efforts over competition will propel everyone forward. Everyone wins if we're collaborating. We don't have to be in the same industry. We don't have to do the same thing. And even if we are in the same industry, I've seen where there's literally here by where I live, a restaurant has another restaurant housed inside of it.
Okay.
And it's crazy to some people, right? But
Yeah.
the genius behind it to me is, if you have your audience and I have my audience, even with similar products, we all make money if we have people coming in here.
Exactly. Yep.
So that's just, something that I would love to put out there, and I guess I would love to see more of us doing that and recognizing that we really have that.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you could tell your younger self, and by younger, we'll say maybe 3 to 5 years ago, right? Based off of your experiences now, anything that you would want her to know, what would it be?
Stop rushing. I don't have much patience. I like things quick and fast. So I would probably say have more patience. And this is one of the things that I think I will definitely learn building my own business is patience. So I would probably just say just take it easy. It will happen when it's supposed to. Just stop rushing and have patience.
Okay. And if you could tell your future self anything, what would it be?
Just don't get sidetracked. Don't get
Ooh,
Yeah, I mean, things might go well. I'm putting it into it as and that things will go well, but I want to stay focused, so don't get sidetracked.
that's good. That's good. Well, we appreciate being able to highlight you here. One of the things that we like to do before we get off is give our guest of the day the floor to leave any last remarks. Let the people know what they can expect from you. Any type of motivational quotes or anything that you would like to leave with everyone. Like, this is your floor to do your thing, but make sure you let them know where they can find you.
Okay, so you can find me at Marsha.meals on Instagram. My personal Instagram is Tacia, that's TACIA .1018. If you live in Atlanta, hit me up. I can give you a nice plate of food. I promise you won't regret it. As something motivational, I would say to the people watching is if you want to do something, just do it. You won't know how it would go if you just sit back and just think if how it's going to go. So if you're thinking about, starting a new business or buying this, buying that, anything that you want to do, just do it. You won't know the outcome unless you do it. So just do it. Whatever it is, just do it.
I think one of the things that I will also add from a video that I've watched is God doesn't give you an idea that you can't achieve. You cannot imagine anything that you cannot do.
Right.
So if you think it, know that you can achieve it. Whether you need the resources, the time to develop it, whatever it is, but just know if you think it, there's no idea too big for you.
Right.
So really use your resources, use your talents to their fullest potential, but make sure you're doing it with a purpose.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So it has been an absolute pleasure being able to speak with you and highlight you. Do not let this be your last time checking in with us, because we want to continue to be able to see you grow. And if there's anything that we can do to better support you, do not ever hesitate to reach out. With that said, for anyone watching, if you don't already have the app, make sure you download the app, and our subscription boxes drop 3/15. Y'all, we have some great products, from candles to, I ain't gonna give it away, but from about 14 different companies that we will be able to include in these boxes, and you'll be able to literally experience what it's like to shop black in one place. We have a whole lot more coming this year, but that's all I'm gonna say. So enjoy the subscription boxes and know that it'll be a precursor to something even bigger. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the rest of your evening back. And again, if there's anything that we can do for you here at the Black American Market, do not hesitate to reach out.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Oh, bye.